What's going down? What's going down? New day, new opportunity, new chance to believe, see, and put yourself in a different position. I always walk around and I listen to conversations as I'm going throughout my day. And one thing I notice is that, people tend to do their own thing when they feel like you're not paying attention to them. And the average conversation is pretty sad because it kind of plugs into the system in which everybody's taught. Like when you listen to other people's conversations, they believe what the system told them to believe. And not only that, they refuse to be open-minded to anything else other than what the system taught them. Like if doing something different is a sin, they're just they feel like what the system taught them is the only way to do things. They're not open to learn anything new. And then they get defensive when you do anything to challenge whatever they've been taught. If it's not on TV, no one's willing to listen. Which is pretty sad because that leaves out critical thinking, that leaves out independent creativity, that leaves out your ability to create your own life, in terms of being a master of your own direction, in terms of believing something is possible and then working towards it. You can't have ingenuity when everything in your mind has been put there by someone else. Sometimes you have to analyze, realize, and come to your own conclusion. Now I'm really talking Spanish, right? But okay, so the opportunity that affords you financial freedom, as if in this paradigm of debt control world that we live in, there is such a thing as financial freedom, right? Because everybody believes that the debt system that we're taught is the only way. It's the only option. Well, that's just not true. There is financial freedom available, and there is another way. That process involves holding, acquiring real assets, and then utilizing that acquisition as leverage to do whatever it is that you like to do in life. The rich people have always done that in terms of business, to take one asset from this business and leverage it to utilize whatever else you're trying to accomplish. You utilize the assets or the liquidity that's gained when you implement the leverage from one business to another, and then you use that to accomplish whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. But the common folk, the ones that are programmed by society, everybody below Joe, refuses to accept that for themselves. A successful business and entrepreneur will do that consistently to move up from one opportunity to another. But when you talk about using that same business concept and applying it to your personal life for financial freedom, everybody's like, yeah, the system says no, when that's just not true. You can work through other people, utilize the commissions gained from their efforts to benefit your goals. That's kind of what I suggest. I suggest that you plug into a system that allows you to simply duplicate, but at the same time leverage other people's efforts to maximize your own. That's what's available to you. That's what Karatbars has to offer. But the objections to Karatbars are consistent with gold isn't of value, which just isn't true. And the latest that I was given was you can't spend gold, which again just isn't true. Okay, so if you say you can't spend a Karatbar in the US, Well, technically that's not true either, because if you sign up a business to become a K Exchange Center, then that business transfers money from their gold account directly to your gold account, and vice versa. So that's money, that's currency, that's exchanging Karatbars for goods and services, which technically that means you can spend a Karatbar in the US. You just have to do it with a business that's pre-established within the Karatbar system. So I'm doing something right, because people are starting to constantly attack me with, why are you always talking about Karatbars? Technically, I always talk about a secondary currency system, or gold as money, so that you have financial power and strength, you have diversity in your portfolio, and you're able to have multiple payment options within the harsh economic environment in which we live. So I wanted to hit you guys with another opportunity to change your financial freedom by putting this extra wrench, this extra tool, this extra currency option into your back pocket. Once you utilize Karatbars as a system, you can gain gold and also gain the purchasing power that comes with owning gold as a physical asset in your hands. Not to mention the accelerated 12-week program that monetizes other people's efforts through commissions on a team economic basis. So you're putting in leverage, you're putting in the movement and frequency of money, and you're utilizing those concepts to accelerate your financial goals. So listen to my common sense, apply some things in your personal life, and let's work together to create legacy wealth. Things that you can will to your children, things that you can leverage into other things, and true financial doors that open not just for you, but for the people around you, for your family members, for the people you care about. This is the time, this is the opportunity, and this is your choice. So I can envision what I want. I know where I would like to be. I love the fact that I can earn, walk away from your job type income, $4,000 a week at the base. I love that, and that's what I strive for. I accept the fact that this system will pay me through a private issue global MasterCard that doesn't come from a job and doesn't come from my bank. So that's extra money from an outside non-governmental source. That to me is a definition of power, because the money that comes to that system acts like a second career when all I have to do is open my mouth and talk to you about owning gold, bullion, bars. All right. Have a great day. Start your life by going to the website, calling the 800 number, and creating wealth. You have to figure out what type of person are you, and where do you see yourself within this system. If you cannot see yourself within this system, then that is where the chains go around your head and everything stops. If you see yourself as gold or as VIP, then that is where the door opens, because everything manifests through your belief. I see you on the other side.